Welcome to WB Mason Postgame Extra, exclusively on SNY.TV. Friday night, the Mets opened their final series before the All-Star break in Pittsburgh and were beaten in 11 innings by the Pirates, 3-2. Mets fell behind 2-0 early in this game. Jeremy Hefner was wonderful from there. Mets tied it on a Kirk Neuheis home run, only to have Jordy Mercer win it in the bottom of the 11th with a 2-out RBI hit.
And a tough spot. Gonzalez Herman made his major league debut in a tight ball game here in a full house in Pittsburgh, in a tie ball game in extra innings, and he lead off walk. How many times did they score?
You know, the one thing you got to do is you make him swing the bat. You know, based on balls hurt. You know, walking cuts there, you can't, because you know he's going to steal. I mean, you know he's going to be standing second base. So, but you know, I tell you what, I made some big impressive pitches. The 3-1 pitch to Gabby Sanchez was about as ballsy a pitch as you can possibly make, and I was very impressed by that.
You know, it just came down to getting that big hit, and they got it before we did. You know, both of us had chances, you know, to kind of end it, and you know, both bullpens stepped up, made some good pitches, and you know, ultimately, still the pitch that the game winner was a good pitch. I mean, just kind of found a hole, one of those CNI singles.
Stolen base by McCutchen, who was the leadoff batter of that inning, and he stole the base, which kind of put him in scoring position. And the young man came through Mercer with a base hit up the middle on a 2-1 fastball, and that was the game. But a really well-played game by both teams, well pitched. It was the best game I've seen all year long as far as loving the game of baseball.
It was a good comeback. You know, come back after being down 2 and working our way back and giving us a chance to, you know, win the game. We just, you know, they're really good late in the game.
I'd rather not play any extra inning games. You know, I'd rather, you know, win in 9 or 8.5, whatever it is. You know, extra innings, you know, every once in a while, you know, aren't that bad. But you know, when you make a habit out of it like we do, and you know, on top of that, not just play 10 or 11, but you know, have a tendency to play more than that. Yeah, you know, for sure, it catches up with you.
Hefner gave up a 2-run homer to Pedro Alvarez in the first inning, then retired 14 in a row. He continues to pitch wonderfully, but he was pulled for a pinch hitter in a tie game with just 78 pitches after 7 innings.
Well, I was a bit surprised that Terry pinched hit for him, but again, Hefner, another game under two runs or less now. He's got a string of 10 starts now where he's just pitched beautifully.
You know, last year and even at the beginning of this year, it would have been you know, I would have folded or, you know, give up more runs or whatever the case may be. And yeah, I am proud of that I've been able to bounce back and turn the page and still give quality outings after I give up runs early.
He just came after guys, used his defense out there. You know, this is a pretty big park, so you know, there were a lot of fly balls, and but he just came at us, and you know, we were aggressive, and it just so happened that we were hitting right at people. But he pitched a great game.
I know he wants that pitch back to Pedro, but after that, you know, he was outstanding. Made pitches and had some easy innings, and you know, when the 8th inning came around, you got to decide, do we try to win this game or we keep playing for a tie? So,
I mean, he's got to make a decision there, and he did, and so that's what it is. Yeah, obviously I want to stay in the game. I want to stay as long as I can, but ultimately it's out of my control. If I'm out there, I'm going to give it all, and until they take the ball away from me.
And the Mets used 4 pitchers to get out of a 9th inning jam, stranded the bases loaded. Pirates stranded 2 more in the 10th, but unable to get out of the jam in the 11th. So the Mets now 5-2 on this road trip. They'll try and get even Saturday in Game 2 of the series. That game will be handled by Fox. Carlos Torres' first game as a Met. We'll be back with you on Sunday afternoon on Pix 11 with the final game of the series with Dylan G on the mound against Jeff Locke. That'll do it for WB Mason Postgame Extra. Be sure to join us after every game for exclusive coverage on SNY.TV.